Good evening. Happy Chinese New Year. Welcome to Crimson Lotus Tea Chinese New Year live stream. Figured hadn't done a live stream in a minute, and we'd do one tonight. Have some fun. It's New Year's again, after all. We're going to be brewing some Lowrider tonight. Let's check that one out. There we go. So if you guys have had Lowrider before, let me know. If you have it, let me know, and then pull it out and brew some up with us. It'll be kind of fun. And we're going to be doing it in. Let's see. Hold on. We're going to be brewing it in this gorgeous little I Ching teapot right here. And this one is hey Shung Belly, what's going on? What are you drinking tonight? Pu'er. Happy New Year to you too, and congratulations. What are you drinking in celebration? So this is about a 200 ml. It's an I Ching teapot. It's kind of got like a little pear shape thing going on, pear pumpkin. Well, it's kind of like a pear shape, but it's kind of got like pumpkin style on it or something like that. So this one's a little bit. It's got a little bit more of a muted tone to it, but it's still pretty nice. And 195 ml. So what is that? 195 divided by 15. How many leaves? I'm going to put in 13 grams of leaves. Shung Belly pot drinking. Oh, you're drinking some Iwu 2018 Dashu. Nice, that's good stuff. Don Chaco switched over from mint condition, breaking your heart. Sorry, man. What's going on? Alcoberry, thanks for joining us. Yeah. So hey, brand new cake. Gonna be opening up right here. So this is from 2019. I don't know if you guys know the story on this, but like this is one of my favorite pieces of artwork that I found when I was in China. It's actually a Chinese artist, Yunnan local artist. He's huge into pu'er tea, and he just made some of the coolest art. It's actually kind of hard to find people doing graffiti style, modern style art like this in China. China's very structured as far as like art goes. You know, everything's got to look exactly. I mean, if to be considered a Chinese artist, it has to look like Chinese art. So it can be a little bit restrictive artistically at some points in time. So, I mean, anybody can draw whatever they want, but to be like respected and honored and recognized as a Chinese artist, you have to do Chinese art, and so it's kind of a little bit of a conflict. Napu drinking Shung. Too late for you to get buzzed, Rising Pines. Yeah, it's all good. Hey, well, maybe throw a little bit of something on Grandpa style. You know what? Yeah, we'll go with the glass fairness cup, just for this. But yeah, so this pot hasn't been used before, so we're actually kind of breaking this pot in as well, which is kind of a fun thing to do. The pot is on sale on the site right now. It is not currently sold out. So if you want this little cutie, it's available, and now 10% off, because hey, it's Chinese New Year's sale. So Orlando Ramirez, salutations. You're still at work, popping on to say hello. Hey man, appreciate you jumping on in the middle of your work schedule to say hi. But you should be getting off pretty soon, right? You can't be working too much, man. It's Chinese New Year after all. All right, let's check out what this cake looks like. Got a wrapper inside the wrapper. Yeah, this one had a little bit of damage. Maybe it got bumped, a little torn. No big deal. No big deal. Ro, what's going on, Ro? Hey, and Kawa Nix. Good to see you guys. Yeah, Ro, I saw your that little rap video that somebody made about you. I thought that was awesome. Yeah, it looks like this cake got bumped. Sometimes when they get bumped in transit, they'll lose a little bit. It looks like somebody nibbled on it, but nobody did. It just kind of crushed the leaves, turned them into dust. No big deal. Don Chaka, our Moon Princess is one of your favorite teas to reach you. Yeah, which year? Moon Princess is good stuff. Just drop the tea knife. One of the rules of tea knives is never try to grab a tea knife that's falling. Actually, any edged weapon. If it's dropping, just let it drop. Don't grab it. You're losing a finger. Okay, we'll show off the full cake though. Let's check this out. There you go. Nice big leaves. I got two cameras going on here. I got them about as close as I can get to each other, but still kind of have to split the difference. So, does anybody do anything fun for the Chinese New Year? I think we're going to show the kids like a little Chinese movie later tonight. We did a nice hot pot, a big Chinese style hot pot. Llama loves, well, actually, I love hot pot too, but Llama in particular really loves hot pot. Every year around Chinese New Year, she wants to do another one, and I don't mind. Does anybody have any Chinese New Year traditions? For the first couple years we were married, we actually had the chance to go and have a Chinese New Year with her family, which is fun, but it's strange. I'm not really used to that. It's I mean, the entire country shuts down, so it's like impossible to actually do anything. But I mean, I guess that's the idea, but it still just makes like, I mean, it makes everything difficult. Like all the shops are closed and everybody's gone. It just makes it really really hard. But certainly had a lot of fun. Did Chinese New Year up in Tibet with her relatives up there once. A couple times in Kunming. It's also really cold. I'm on the verge of a sneeze. Sorry, I can hold it. Maybe not. Hey, look at that! I did hold it. Sorry, guys. It's been a minute. I'm out of my tea brewing live stream routine. It's been a bit of a busy month. Hey, we're 1/12 of the way to 1/12 of the way to Christmas, guys. It's like these years just go by so fast. This is gonna be a lot of leaf. I'm gonna put a bunch of leaf in here. It's almost 200 ml, big pot. Gonna have fun with this one. Yeah, so the Lowrider Blend, we put it together with that guy in mind, and he actually came over and had tea with us. He's just outside of Kunming, and really cool guy. Even though you know, I didn't speak much Chinese and he didn't speak much English, we just immediately hit it off. Really cool guy, amazing artist. Just does really awesome stuff. Yeah, Midas Murto, I see what you're trying to write there. Gonghai Choi. So bad at the pronunciation. so bad at the pronunciation on that. That's why I usually allow Llama do the Chinese talking for me. I can recognize it and I can hear it sometimes, but man, my pronunciation, my tones, it's the tones in Chinese that kill me. Oh man, this thing's still super fruity. Starting to get a little bit plummy. Kind of like a bruised plum or something like that. Starting to get a little bit of that fermentation in there. So it's been in Seattle storage since 2019. So I mean, that's not too long, three-ish years. But we keep our humidity about at least 65 to 70% usually year round. So we have it in a controlled room. Let me get my special filter out though. Rice boy, how's it going? How's it going with you too? Yeah, we're doing great, man. All things considered, can't complain, or don't complain, shouldn't complain. Just sitting out here having some tea with people. Look at that. Look at that cute little pour. Actually, a really decent little pour. There we go. It's a lot of leaf though, a lot of tea. It's just the wash. Yeah, if you're just tuning in, happy Chinese New Year. Brewing up some sheng pu'er. Drinking Lowrider tonight. There we go. Starting to get a little bit of color in there. You know, 3 years is still relatively young for sheng pu'er in storage, but some of them can do some really amazing stuff just in that amount of time, depending on what the storage parameters are. So. If you like things a little bit drier, you know, it's gonna stay a little bit fresher longer. But if you add a little bit of humidity to it, it can do some really interesting stuff. Hey Joshua, what's going on, man? So I'm thinking of doing something a little bit different with the wall behind me. You guys can't see it. There's a bunch of construction stuff going on that way. A bunch of just doing some stuff, working on some things, making a new kind of like a feature wall in that area. And I was thinking of actually doing something just on the wall behind me, maybe even like getting like a full-size, full-scale wallpaper stuff, and kind of like making it look like I'm actually like sitting in a forest. I think that might be kind of fun. Or just throw up a straight green screen and then I make it look like I'm brewing in space or something like that. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I put a fun wall in the background back there? I think that might be kind of fun. Yeah, this is a nice pot. Like I said, it's on the site. Oh wait, there we go. It's on the site right now. $100, but 10% off. Yeah, Yeah, that's definitely. I haven't had Lowrider in a little bit. Actually, probably can't see that too well, can you? Haven't had Lowrider in a little bit, but it's There we go. I need lights. I need some better lights right there. Yeah, this will be good. This will be good. Yeah, like if you guys are brewing, I know it's a little bit late. I mean, yeah, it's almost 6 o'clock here, so that means it's pretty late. Pretty late on the rest of the places that are watching us. But if you are drinking some tea right now, do tell us what you're drinking. Let's see here. I'm gonna give this a quick steep. First steep. Got the wash in. You know, a couple seconds. For a pot like this, since it's so big, has such volume, you probably want to start the start the pour a little bit earlier than you normally would. There's just so much water in there. Zealous Teas. Tuesday nights are wine night for me, and then after. Oh, hey, Zealousy, let the people in the Discord know that they can join me for tea if they want. I was gonna post a message up there, but got a little distracted. All sorts of little things to do to get the stream ready. I'm always sure I'm gonna forget something, especially if I'm doing like 2 streams and things. It's got everything all set up, but hey, it's working good. Updated the machine, new machine actually, so it shouldn't crash anymore, which is nice. Thanks to my friendly friend who gave me a new machine. Gave me an old machine. He wasn't working. 2013, so I mean, it's almost the machine's almost a decade old, but it's a beast, beastly beast. Space Tube Mac Pro from way back when. Lamo is out with Gary at the store, but it's just Gemma and me here. Gemma, did you want to try a little bit of this tea? It's pretty hot, but you're welcome to come over here and sit down and try it. Just don't step on all the cables that Daddy's got on the ground there. All right, thank you. Lost in Yunnan, joining from Costco. What's going on, Lost in Yunnan? Happy Chinese New Year to you too. This cup here is yours, Gemma, but it's pretty hot still. Okay, it's pretty hot, but you're welcome to give it a try. Okay, you want to sit down there? You can sit down there in that chair if you want to. You got room? All right, just be real careful, and whatever you do, don't spill the tea on the wires down there. Okay? All right. Don Chaco still can't work out how to break into the crane tool properly. Tool chas in general are a little bit tricky to break into. Let me use this as an example. All right. So like let's say this is your tool cha, right? So you definitely have like a bowl shape, and it kind of goes like this. You want to break in right along that line, right? The line between in that meaty spot right there. That's what you want to do. So you want to be like holding it in such a way that you can break in along that line, break in from that, and kind of crack it out. And then eventually you'll just kind of work it all out. I can do a little video on it. Maybe that's what I should do. Local C-Mart drinking 2021 vibe. Very nice. Pooh Head's drinking some Shug. Can't stop, won't stop. Just drink it. Drink it till it stops. What did you think, Gemma? What did you think of the tea? Do you have any tasting notes for us? What's it taste like? Gemma says it tastes like honey. A little strong in that first steep. Lowrider's got some good, it's got some good strength to it. Some nice legs. So we're in the year of the tiger. I don't know much about all the different the meanings of the Chinese zodiac, but if anybody has some interesting information about year of the tiger that they want to drop on us, feel free to do that. Let me think. I'm a dragon. Gemma is a monkey. Gemma's a monkey. Gary is a dog, and Lamo is another dragon. We're double dragons. That's what I need to do. I'm just trying to think. Do I need more dragon themed tea cakes? It's so hard sometimes. Like I'm sitting there like trying to come up with names for new tea cakes, and I just want to put dragons and skulls on all of them. But you gotta have a little versatility. So my little tea pet family. I'm gonna show off one of these little guys here. Take a look at this cute little turtle. He's got a friend. He's got a cousin. Cousin Tea Pet has an account. Herb the Traveling Tea Pet. Herb the Traveling Tea Turtle. What is it? Something like that. Look him up. Follow him. Every month or so, he gets shipped and mailed to some new home, and everybody gets to pour a little tea on him for a little while. So he's a very, very, very well-traveled tea pet. As is this little guy here. Take a look at this one. So we've had that tea pet since the beginning. It's actually one of the first ones that we picked it up. We picked it up in Yunnan at the tea markets, and this guy has gone with us everywhere in Yunnan. Everywhere. So every single tea mountain, every single tea tasting we've had, that guy's there. He goes on the table, he gets a little bit of tea. So that guy there has drank more high quality tea and been to more famous tea mountains than most professional sommeliers. He gets around.
So shy.
How was the tea, Gem? Is it strong? How is it? Pretty good? Nice. Ro's a dragon too. Of course you are, Ro. We have so much in common. That immediately ages you. That means you're 20. You're 24 years younger than me, because I guarantee you're not Lamo's age. Golden Dragon, born in 2000. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I didn't know about. I didn't know that there was that they were called golden things or something like that. That's actually that's pretty awesome. Funny story. Leap year. There was no leap year on the year 2000. So actually, I had to skip. Wait, no, there was. Most centennial years have no leap year, but since leap years actually skip every 400 years as well as every 4 years. So in 2000 there was leap year. I'd be another 4 years younger than I already am. So yeah, 2000 was an interesting year all around. I still remember where I was, thinking the world was going to end, nuclear apocalypse, because all the computers and Y2K stuff was going to happen, but it didn't. Oh, so floral. This is a really floral blend. We have a ton of this in the sale inventory, which is one of the reasons why I was drinking it tonight. I wanted to focus on some of the teas that we have in the Seattle inventory, in case people are wondering where their Chinese orders are. Orders from Kunming. We have a small collection of tea in the Seattle inventory, but it's good stuff, and it's ready to go. Lewis has a question. Hey man, with everything that's going on, do you think there's still an opportunity for an American to make a living exporting tea or other products significant to Chinese culture? You have some ideas? Man, it depends on you what you can make of it. You know, if it's certainly not as easy. Well, it depends on what your thing is. There's plenty of people that sell tea and cultural goods that don't actually go to China, and depends on what they can make of it. You know, if you're really trying to do like that, like on-site, like direct sourcing thing that we did for the first 7 years or so, that's tough. That's tough to do now. It's not easy to get into China right now. Frank, what up, Glenn? What up, Frank? Well, happy Chinese New Year to anybody who's just joining in. Year of the Tiger is upon us, and we're gonna have having some tea from 2019. So 12 years ago, what was the last Tiger year? That was 2010. All right. For those of you around in 2010, what were you doing in 2010? I think I was working for Linden Lab then. I was working on Second Life. We've been spending a lot of time down in San Francisco, going back and forth from the Seattle and San Francisco offices. I think I might have just started doing esports Barcraft events for professional StarCraft 2. What else was I doing? I'm trying to remember. In 2000, yeah, let me think. I had I think in 2009 I had gone to China for the first time. So I went there with Lamu, and she and I went and traveled all around China and went to Tibet. A lot of the stuff on the east side, Hangzhou, Beijing, Shanghai. Thomas, happy Chinese New Year. It's in 5th grade in 2010. Look how far you've come, man. That's awesome. No, I really like how there's a significant youthfulness to our customer base, which I think is amazing. I think it just shows how much how important tea has become in America, and how just what the future is going to hold for tea in America. I think it's awesome. I love seeing young people get into tea. Don Chaco, if there's ever a live action Street Fighter movie, I'd make a great Goken. I can't remember what that guy looks like. I apologize. I am not up on the Street Fighter stuff. A live action Street Fighter movie. Oh yeah, that guy. Yeah. that would be awesome. Yeah, that's exactly what I look like when I take my shirt off, man. I'm just like I got like that old man rip going on. I might need to work on that a little bit. But I love like those big huge like bead things and stuff, or they're not beads, but they're whatever they are. Yeah, dude, that's pretty awesome. I need to get a little bit more white. It's getting in there. It's working its way in, but that'd be hilarious. Hey, Steven, what's going on? Happy New Year to you too. Lewis thinks I should make a TikTok. I don't really want to make. I don't want to make a TikTok. I'm sorry. I've got way too many social media irons going already. That's my current. That's the thing I say right now. I've got too many irons and not enough fire. There's no way I've got enough time to manage a TikTok. But a lot of creativity going on there. Frank was 2010 was still an undergrad, ignorant of tea, seen the light. Even the inside of my wallet is dark and empty. Yeah, probably a lot of us weren't into pu'er tea back in 2010, with the exception of Siwen, who just joined. I think she was probably drinking pu'er tea back in 2010. Were you, Siwen? What were you drinking back in 2010? What was your tea habit like? What did it look like? If anybody was actually drinking pu'er tea back in 2010, let me know. I think I probably. Likely the first time I drank it would have been in 2009, but I really didn't know enough about tea to know what it was. I mean, I was in Tibet. I was drinking tea. I was drinking butter tea there, and it would have been made with pu'er, but I wouldn't have known what it was. It was just told to me as butter tea. And then I definitely spent a couple afternoons drinking some really nice longjing in Hangzhou at where Longjing's made, and so I remember having some really nice tea experiences in 2009. Thomas, you're not based in the U.S. Good to hear. You'd like to visit though. Yeah, the U.S. is fun. It's big. That's the thing. Like people come over here and they've got like a week and they're like, hey, I'm gonna stop in New York and I'm gonna rent a car and I want to see the Grand Canyon. I'm like, man, you don't have any idea how big America is. You will be driving for days. America is big. If you want to see everything in America, plan a year. Not pu'er. Might have had the first pu'er around 2010. Didn't get into daily habit until maybe 2012. Yeah, that sounds about right. Let's see. So yeah, it was about 2012-ish when I started getting into it specifically. That's about right. Siwen was buying pu'er in 2009, drinking Dai 7572 and some matcha back then. Do you still have any of that original pu'er from 2009? It'd be interesting. Ro in 2010 was drinking chocolate milk out of mini cartons. Yeah, it makes sense, man. Probably eating orange slices after soccer practice. little juice packs. No, Nominal wants me to do TikTok tea dancing. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. No, you will be hard pressed to find videos of me dancing anywhere. Jason Floyd always trying to push tea on me when I was at your place. Yeah, man, but that was like 2013-ish, right? When were you over? Man, I haven't seen you in like a good decade. You gotta swing by, man. You gotta swing by. It has been a little while. Yeah, I was trying to, because before that I would have been pushing coffee on you, but yeah, pushing tea now. Lipton stuff. Thomas was drinking Lipton. That's oh yeah, Thomas, you want to do a cross country road trip via train? Absolutely. I love, that's my preferred way of travel across the U.S. Amtrak, and get a sleeper car. You got to have a sleeper car. You pay a lot extra, but it includes food. You get access to like a lounge car. You got your own bed, and it's your own room, so you're not actually like sharing it with other people. Best way to do it is to get somebody to go with you, because the rooms at a minimum have 2 people, have two beds, and you only pay for the room. And so if there's 2 people, that second person only pays for the ticket, but then they get to be in that room. So you easily split the cost, and the food's included for both. It's awesome. I love taking things by Amtrak. In fact, when Llama was moving out here, she and I flew to. She was living in New York. I flew to New York. We spent like a week there. We actually went around, had a bunch of tea at a bunch of the tea shops in New York. It was before we had decided to start Crimson Lotus Tea. I was still kind of curious about it. And then we got on a train and did the 5-day Amtrak all the way back. It kind of goes all the way up, follows the Canadian coast, gets over to Chicago, and just kind of comes all the way down. Great. It's super awesome. In fact, one of the cool things is when you're doing like the long stretch, right, from basically like Chicago to Seattle, which is just like long straight, almost nothing going through stuff. You think it's nothing, but like every other stop, they'd have like a forest ranger or like a park ranger, national park ranger, get on, and in like one of the lounge cars, he would sit there with like a microphone explaining the history of everything that they were passing, and then he'd get off, and then the next forest ranger would get on, and then he'd get on the train going back the other way, and that was like their job. It's just like going on the train back and forth, just talking about the history and everything. Super cool. Amtrak, yeah, Amtrak.com, I guess. Yeah, absolutely. And it doesn't go, you can't do like a complete circle, I don't think, but you can definitely do like New York to Seattle is one of the runs, and like Seattle to San Diego. Those are the two really big ones. I don't think there's one that goes across the bottom. I think there's one that goes down the East Coast, but absolutely, if you can do that, super cool. Seawind still has some 2009 7572. Oh, cardboard stored, lost fragrance. Yeah, I know you stopped doing the cardboard storage. That's too bad. I think I remember you telling us about that one. You want a little bit more, Gemma? This one's strong. Are you gonna be all right? I think you can handle it. It's not hot, but it's got some good strength to it. I brewed it really strong. You like it strong, Gemma? You're my little tea eater, aren't you? You like eating tea leaves, don't you? Tell you what, I'll pull you out a couple little tea leaves. Gemma is my little tea muncher. She loves eating the tea leaves. All right, let's see if I can pull you out a nice little tea leaf, all right? You like that, don't you? It's bitter, right? Let me find a nice leaf for you. A really nice one. Oh. Well, there's a nice one. You want to try that one? A baby one? Let's see what else we can find. Yeah, it's pretty strong, isn't it? Gemma eats the leaves straight off of the trees when we're hiking through the villages. Oh, here's a little bit bigger one with a little bud and a stem. There you go. Enjoy. Gemma loves eating leaves. Yeah, Thomas, that'd be pretty cool. And if you happen to be making your way through the Pacific Northwest, stop in and say hi. One of the other cool things about Amtrak is they actually have it set up that you can do you can split it up. So like you would actually pay for like the entire route, right? So it would take like 5 days to go if you stayed like straight on the train, 4 or 5 days, something like that. But you could actually like break the trip up. So you'd pay for the length that you wanted to go, but then you could actually stop at any of the towns and then be there for 2 or 3 days and then get on and do like the next section. You kind of like break it up, which is actually a pretty cool way to do it. But I love train travel, and actually it's, the one coming down the coast is actually the best, the most beautiful one. The one from Seattle to San Diego is gorgeous. Runs right down the coast. Absolutely incredible. Beautiful train. You have access to this one. Just don't touch that, Gem, okay? You have access to this one lounge car that kind of looks like old style, cool lounge car, like from like the classic days of. Don't do that, please, Gemma. Okay, thank you. One of the classic days of train history. It's like everything's like high back chairs and teak and brass, and just looks super cool. And you're gonna meet a lot of really interesting people on the train. Oh yeah, I brewed this last one strong. This won't keep me up. Nice. So Thomas, where are you from? Oh, you rode a Soviet train once. That's pretty cool. I do eventually want to someday bucket list. There's two ways into Tibet. Well, I mean 3 ways. You could go by car, but that's just way too complicated. Most people fly into Tibet, but you're dropping yourself off at really high altitude. So you're operating around sea level, and the plane drops you off at 15,000 feet, and that's tough. But you can take a train. It takes a while. It takes like a week. But there's a train that goes from Beijing all the way up to Lhasa in Tibet, and it's tough. But they say it's like the best way to actually naturally acclimate yourself, because you're actually like breathing at all the different altitudes as you slowly get up, because you get dropped off at 15,000 feet, and it's rough. It's really tough to adjust. It was tough for me. I got altitude sickness really quickly. Yeah, Europe's countries are much smaller. You could probably see 5, 6, 7 countries just in a day. It's always tea o'clock. Thanks for joining us. Sorry about that. Let me turn my phone off. Dutch Portuguese based in London. That's pretty cool. Train trips from San Diego to Seattle sounds really fun. Actually, it's the best. Life of Joey. It's really cool. If you can ever swing it, it's absolutely worth it. So when I was working in San Francisco, I had to commute back and forth, and the company would have paid for me to like fly, but like I just took that credit and I applied it to Amtrak, and then I would just take like an extra day, and it was the coolest thing, because I would show up at the train station in downtown Seattle at like 8 a.m. I'd get on. I kid you not, like they've got like mimosas like ready for you, which was the coolest thing. It's like they give you like a little mini champagne bottle, and they've got like free orange juice. This is only if you have like the actual like room. This is why you splurge a little bit to get that room. You sit there, you got your mimosa, you can go and get like custom coffee like made, and yeah, and then you drive you go the whole way, and you sleep at night, and then like you wake up at like 8 in the morning, whatever, get breakfast on the train, and then like 9:30 in the morning, it pulls into Oakland, you get off. It's just like, it's the best. Like it's almost exactly 24 hours. So cool. Now, pu-erh, one of your favorite trips was taking the night trains in Southeast China. Being able to sleep while traveling is where it's at. Absolutely. Actually sleep. I used to have like a really good routine for sleeping on planes. I can kind of sleep anywhere. I'm got a decent bit of a narcolepsy, but having kids destroyed my ability to sleep on trains. It's just so bad. Calvin Nix, Amtrak's is definitely on your to-do list. You're far in the western corner of Texas, El Paso. Texas is so big you can drive 10 hours east from El Paso and still be in Texas. Yeah, I love Texas. I've spent a lot of time driving around in Texas myself. Calvin Nix, send me a message on poke me on Instagram. I'll send you a picture of my truck that I drove around Texas a while back. I've got relatives in Texas. I like Texas, but Texas is big. It's big. You can just drive and drive and drive and drive and drive. Khalije, what's going on? How are you? Whew, yeah, this one was potent. All right, let's get a little bit on the top. Yeah, so if you guys are just tuning in, happy Chinese New Year. Year of the Tiger. It's going to be a good year, guys. It's going to be what you make of it, for sure. Brewing Lowrider. Awesome blend, 2019. Awesome blend, awesome art. And we're brewing it in this tasty little, gorgeous little Yixing teapot right here, which is still available on the site, I think. $100, nice little pot, and 10% off now with everything on the site. So hey, if you're looking for a little Chinese New Year's sale, little something. Every discount helps, right? Especially with all the inflation and everything going on. However you can save it. Thomas woke up at 5 a.m. in coastal Croatia. It was beautiful. Vividly remember crossing the forest into Slovenia. That sounds amazing. I mean, someday I'd really love to do that. I really love that the imagery of like European trains and stuff. And anytime they're like used in movies or featured and stuff like that, I always just get the biggest kick out of it. Kind of like Murder on the Orient Express, or like those types of movies and stuff, where it's like a significant portion of it is actually set on like trains traveling through Europe. I just think it's the coolest thing. So the closest I've been able to come to that is the it's called the Coast Starlight, up and down the coast in the U.S. But now that I got kids, it'd be a little bit trickier. You can do it. You just have to get the bigger rooms. The bigger rooms are nice because they actually have their own bathroom, which is nice. Otherwise, I mean, you got to share the bathroom, but it's fine. I mean, like they actually have like showers and stuff. Like taking a shower on a train, it's so great. I love it. Jason Floyd, I still have my crazy pickup. How can I get rid of that thing, man? How can I get rid of it? It needs a little work. I snapped both. I snapped snapped the leaf springs in the rear, so it doesn't really drive too great anymore with a snapped leaf spring. So I just need to go to the dump and grab some Toyota leaf springs, but I haven't had a chance to yet. But I'm setting up a little spot in the backyard where I can actually work on it, because right now I just don't have the space. But yeah, I'm building a little shed thing in the backyard. I'll be able to pull it into and lift it, work on it, and stuff like that. Get it back up and running, back to her prior glory days. If anybody wants to see pictures of my cute little monster truck, send me a message on Instagram and be like, "Hey, show me your monster truck," and I'll do that. I like showing off little pictures of it. She's a cutie. Khalid doing good. Happy Year of the Tiger. You're having honey bomb in your Genshui. That's nice. Actually, Shung and Genshui, I think that works really nicely. This one here, I think this pot could actually probably go both ways. Shung and Shou. It is a little bit thicker, so it's denser, which I like for pu'er. Probably, if this was going to be going into our collection, I'd probably be using it a little bit more for a Shou pu'er. I think I think the firing temperature was a little bit lower, and I think for Shou pu'er it would actually help with the body a little bit. I think it's I don't know. It could go either way, but I'd probably definitely put it in for Shou pu'er. Yeah, Jason Floyd, working on vehicles outside in the winter is the absolute worst. Well, it'll still technically be outside, but it'll be at least dry. I figured I checked it out. There's like just enough room between the fence and my house for me to actually get like one vehicle back. It's gonna be really tight. And that truck is already wide because of the wide everything I put on it. But I think I can do it. I think I can get it back. We're gonna see. And yeah, as soon as I do that, then it'll be under a just kind of like an awning cover thing, but just something where it's a little bit dry. Needs doesn't need much. It runs. It just got to redo the rear suspension, brakes, tweak the engine a little bit. You know, probably an oil change, some new spark plugs. Oh yeah, maybe a new timing belt. I think I need to get that figured out quickly. You don't want that thing going. Actually, I should probably praise that before I get it started going back there. Anyways, this isn't a channel to talk about trucks. It can be. If anybody wants to talk to me about trucks, feel free. But yeah, Jason, if you're up around here, stop by again, man. Or let me know. Maybe I'll head over that way one of these days. Jason is a buddy who worked with me back when I worked at Real Networks. He still works at Real Networks. Who remembers Real Networks? Real Video, Real Audio, Real Jukebox, Real Player. Does anybody actually remember that stuff? The company's still around, man. It's still around. Still making stuff. That was it, man. What happened? What happened to you? What happened to Real, man? Real was like in it before YouTube. How did YouTube take the streaming video title away from Real, man? What went down? What have you been working there like 25 years now or something? That's crazy, Jason. I'm not publicly shaming you, man. That was that technology was way ahead of its time. It's funny because, you know, I mean, what's his face? Why can't I think of his name? Guy that made Second Life. What's his face? Like he dropped most of the streaming technology on Real back in the mid '90s, and then went and founded Second Life, Linden Lab. I realized, it's like that guy's like creativity like funded most of my life. If I really think about that. Ro, I think Tesla's Cybertruck. I don't know. I'd have to see it in person. I'm a little bit more fond of the look of the Riven. I think they really could have knocked something out of the park with the Cybertruck if it just wasn't that crazy looking. I think they just kind of missed it on the design. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not entirely sold on all the electric stuff yet anyways, but I mean, I have no problems with electric vehicles. I just think the practicality of it trucks for me are very utilitarian. If I was just doing daily commuting, I would have no problem, like using an electric vehicle, but trucks for me, like they have to like they gotta get where they gotta go. And I mean, I've seen some really good videos of like the Riven doing some like crazy like trails and stuff. Jason Floyd, what are your thoughts on electric vehicles? Jason likes to do off-roading stuff. I don't know. Maybe if we had remote solar charging stuff that was a little bit more reliable than what we currently have. The texture of the Cybertruck body throws you off. I haven't paid attention to the texture. Is it just too shiny for a truck? Should it be more matte? I really like a lot of stuff that Tesla's doing. They're doing some crazy stuff. A lot of the things that Elon Musk has got his hands in. It's really crazy, really amazing stuff. Jason's a Jeep guy. Would you do an electric Jeep, Jason? It does. Now I'll tell you what. Like if it was okay, if the Cybertruck had the all right, here's what it is. If the Cybertruck didn't have like that super crazy angled roof, just like a little bit smoothed off, a little bit more of a parabola across the top of it, and it had like the Mandalorian armor shine. Done. I could totally do that. If you guys want to know what if you guys want to see what I like really like, look up the Rally Fighter. If you could make an electric vehicle that operated and functioned well, and looked like Local Motors Rally Fighter, RALLY Fighter, Rally Fighter. Take a look at that one if you want to see what really gets me going. That's it. There's a really awesome version of the Rally Fighter that was painted to look like an old like P-38 Lightning, where it's like the front of it is really like highly polished silver and chrome, and then the rest of it has like olive drab green and stuff, some yellow accents and stuff. Perfect, done. Man, I don't know. I still think about it. I should have sprung for a Rally Fighter back in the day, back when I still had single money. I should have done it. Yeah, if you guys don't know, the cool thing about Rally Fighter was that you actually built it yourself. So you would buy a ticket, and that ticket gave you a build window, and the ticket was like $500. And so then once your time came up, then you would pay the other, $79,000 or whatever it was, and you'd fly down to Arizona, and for 2 weeks you build the vehicle with them, which I thought was like so cool. Wanted the Rally Fighter so bad. Imagine like a off-road muscle car with like 35-inch tires and had like 18 inches of suspension, so it could like, or 18 inches of like adjustable suspensions you could push on the fly, so you could have like nice low street mode, take it off-road, lift it up. So cool. So cool. Collegiate's holding off on electric vehicles right now as there's better battery tech coming here soon to make what we have now. It seemed like, yeah, that's the real thing that's holding it back, in my opinion. It's just the battery tech is just not enough. I don't know. Excuse me. And it's also a little bit disingenuous when you go to like some like remote like charging station, charge up your electric vehicle, and then like 50 yards away it's just some like diesel generator chugging away like to charge your electric vehicle off of. It's just like, I mean, I get it. You got it. It's like a horse before the cart kind of thing, but just kind of makes me laugh a little bit. Well, I think Lamu is home. So if Lamu is home, it means it might get a little loud, because that means she's bringing Gary with her. So, but that's fine. We'll make a little tea for them, welcome them home, and see how their day was. Hey, if anybody has any tea questions about anything, whatever, hit me up with it. We can make a nice little conversation out of this. Have some fun. Ooh. Hey, if anybody's Year of the Tiger, let me know. We'll drink to that. So Year of the Tiger would be 2010, 1998, 86. Does that mean we're almost getting up into dragons again? 2 more years? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right. 2024 will be Year of the Dragon. Guess probably got to convince Lamu to have another kid so we can have a real baby dragon in the house. It's not gonna happen. Sneaky Snake, what's going on? Thanks for joining us. Boy, this is gonna keep me going for a while. Wonder what I can do. Wonder what I can do tonight with all this extra tea energy. This is great. Probably pack orders. Got some good orders going on. Speaking of orders, if you guys haven't taken advantage of our Chinese New Year sale, yeah, give it a go. We got everything on the site, 10% off for Chinese New Year. Just today and tomorrow. Just a quick little sale. It's almost Valentine's Day. Come to think of it. So if you need a little something for the lady in your life, she's gonna love some tea, or the man in your life, whatever it is. Rose got a question about tea storage. I know you're not supposed to store show and shung together, but what about aged shung and new shung? You can get away with it. I store young and old shung together. It really depends. If you want young shung to stay more young shung-ish, store it separate. But if you want young shung to kind of like learn from its older, wiser tea peers, yeah, keep it together. Some of that aged funk will move its way over to the young shung. If Siwon's still on, what do you think? Siwon, do you store young shung and old shung together? I do. Siwon's got a lot of experience aging tea. Frank, you told your mom she was an earth pig the other day. She was nonplussed. Yeah, I can see that, man. It's all in phrasing, I guess. Yeah, I was explaining to my cousins that, and you know, each one was like one of my cousins was like a fire monkey, and then I'm like I can't remember. Yeah, I'm like a fire dragon or something like that. And I went to my other cousin, I looked it up, and I'm like, "You're a wood dog," and he's just like, "What?" He's like, it's like the worst, man. He's like, what do you mean I'm a wood dog? And I'm like, and wood's a good element, man. I mean, you gotta have wood and dogs that are reliable. He was so disappointed. His brother just laughed at him repeatedly about that. Collegiate do as well. Oh, wait, what? I don't even know what we're talking about. Collegiate, what do you got? Oh, bringing up a horse. Oh, you're gonna get a horse? That's awesome. That's pretty cool. Yeah, man, get some land, get a horse. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that'd be awesome. It'd be fun to have a horse. That's a lot of work. If Alex is in the chat, you got horses, right? You got horses over there in Montana. It's a lot of work, but hey, if you got the space and the time and the capacity for it, that's pretty awesome. If you guys are just joining us, say hi. Let me know what you're drinking tonight. Yeah, Frank, that's pretty funny. So Lamo has this thing. I don't know what it is. It's the funniest thing ever. Lamo, I don't know. She just if you rank all of your elements, if you rank all 12 of them with like what you like the most, there's gonna be one that you like the least for whatever reason. Lamo doesn't like roosters. Hey Lamo, how's it going? You can come up here and have a little tea with us. Gary can come up and have a little tea too. You went to Costco, buddy. I know. Come over here and have a little tea with me, man. I got a little tea here for you, buddy, okay? Nice job. You got some stickers, man. All right. Be a little quiet. I'll give you a little tea, okay? It's all right. Lama, we're talking about Chinese zodiac symbols. What's your least favorite Chinese zodiac symbol, Lama?
I like all of them.
It's the rooster. For whatever reason, Lama doesn't like roosters. And like I said, if you rank them all, one's got to be at the bottom. Who knows, right? And it's just the funniest thing. Whatever it is, whoever she's talking to, if Lamo ever mentions it, then it turns out those people are actually roosters. It's the funniest thing. Here, put this cup down there. Let Gary try a little bit of this.
Thank you.
Lamo, or Gemma, this is a little bit for you. Gemma's already had a couple with me. She's done a really nice job. She's been very quiet. Thank you, Gemma. And we're going to get a nice big cup for Mama, okay, Gemma? Be really careful. All right, you guys can go play in your room. Nice job. Mom and I are gonna have some little tea out here, okay? All right. Have a good one, buddy. Have a good one. Thanks for having the tea with me. It's good to see you, Gary. Kawa Nick, your tea storage situation is Gary. We know, buddy. We know. She's coming. All right. See you, buddy. Let's see what do we got in the chat. Frank's waiting on a Tesla horse. We do have a few electric motorcycle options out there right now. Kind of interesting. There's a bunch of them in China, but it's funny. They'll take, like in China, they'll take a bunch of old existing motorcycles, and then they'll just like put an electric hub motor on there and replace the engine with like a giant battery pack. It's all just like it's not even like fancy like lithium ion stuff. It's just old like traditional like lead acid style batteries, and I mean they get like max speed of like 30 or something like that, and they charge like super slow. And everyone in China has like an electric cable like running out of their window like down to the bike like parked on the street. It's kind of funny, but. Kawanix, tea storage situation, Mylar bags, Bovita packs in cardboard. Once you get space, you may consider some sort of cabinet situation, especially since you're venturing into more expensive teas. You're the rooster, represent. I knew there'd be one. Love you, man. We love our roosters here at Crimson Lotus Tea. just not Lamo. Don Chaco's got to go back to work. Glad you tuned in. Thanks so much, man. Appreciate you joining us. Kawanix. If your stuff's in Mylar, it's probably fine to be in cardboard. I mean, like in China, people store stuff in cardboard all the time, but I don't know. It can go either way here in the U.S. Collegia is a goat. Represent, man. I knew it, man. You're the goat. Oh, this tea is super juicy. Juicy. It's super juicy. This is the best steep right here. It's very nice. Yeah, like I said, if you're storing it in cardboard direct, like stuff's gotta be well set up, and you need a lot of it. Uh-oh. What are you doing, Lamu? Why would you do that? This is what Lamu got from Costco today. What is going on? Why are you buying Boba? This must be for Book of Boba Fett tonight, right?
Oh yeah.
Book of Boba milk tea. It's literally a Book of Boba milk tea. Why are you buying?
Tried it?
Has anyone here tried Taiwan's boba milk tea? Interesting. We got some little options down there. Classic milk tea, brown sugar boba, taro milk tea, brown sugar boba, creme brulee milk tea, caramel boba, passion fruit, pineapple green tea with fruity boba. That's actually the one that I'd probably go for, or maybe the classic milk tea. Don't get me wrong. I actually enjoy a nice nice boba tea. It's maybe, I don't know if you guys, maybe you don't have Costco's where you are, who knows, but the Costco's here in the Pacific Northwest have a decent amount of Asian selection of interesting stuff. There's one that actually does like a Vietnamese coffee concentrate, Vietnamese coffee concentrate. Really good stuff. You take that, pour a little bit of that into like a cup of milk over some ice or something. It's great in the summertime. Nice. How was that tea, Lemo? This steep was actually great. Well, yeah. You know me. I like it strong. I like to make my shung a little strong. That's how I do it. It's just me. Prefer to kind of like drink through it and then just have that aftertaste, just kind of like coat the back of your throat. Gorgeous. This cup's actually turning out pretty well. You probably can't see it, but it's got a lot of really gorgeous color in it. It's a black clay, but it takes on the characteristic of the tea over time, and it's just super sparkly. It's got a bunch of nice like gold flecks and stuff in there. We need to get more of these cups. That's what we need to do. We need to get a lot more of these cups. See what I can do about that this year. These cups are some of my absolute favorite cups. Look at that. Look how gorgeous that is. Love it. It's pretty rare clay. It's not Zhenshui. It's near Zhenshui. It's called Huaning. Huaning's a town outside of Zhenshui by about 2 hours or something like that. A little bit remote. You gotta work your way. Zhenshui is like right at like a three-way crossroads, so it's like super easy to get in and out of Zhenshui. But Huaning, you kind of gotta mean to get there. Collegia, Costco doesn't have a store near you for miles. You mean miles, like 50 to 100 miles away. We've got Costco's like everywhere. I think there's like at least like 4 or 5 within 10 miles of us. A lot of Costco's. You're in the South, though. You got, what do you got? Sam's Club? What is it down there? All right, let's give this a go. Mama, we need to order more Huaning cups.
Yeah.
Huaning black clay cups.
Yeah.
We need more of those. We need Huaning black clay Gaiwans. We need to make that happen this year. Problem is, this is really limited clay, and it's really hard to work with, and it's very expensive. I'm not really sure if people are into $150 Gaiwans, but that's realistically what it would cost to make these, and it would probably be, I don't know, minimum. You'd have to order an entire kiln full because they can only fire the black clay stuff at the same time because it's so particular with the temperatures and stuff. So we'd have to pre-order like 500 something. I don't know. It's might not be worth it. Pretty tough. Man, where do you live, Cleej? You got nothing around you. 50 miles away to a Sam's Club. It's nice actually, being really close to Costco, especially once you got a family. You need more food and cheap. Got mouths to feed. They're hungrier every year. It doesn't stop. You'd buy one if it was 200 mLs. Yeah, I'd probably end up. I think like the sweet spot for making most people happy is like 120 ml. But actually, the way to do it is probably if we split our order into like stuff that was near 100 ml and stuff that was near 100, like near 200 ml. That would probably be the way to do it. I mean, I prefer 150, but the problem is it's like so tricky, like getting the potters to actually make things precisely. You know, so if you tell them to make a 100 ml thing, usually like it can range anywhere from 80 to 120, and then that's kind of hard to sell something on the site. It's like, hey, by the way, I don't know what size you're gonna get, unless I'm sitting there like weighing each one, but that actually, or measuring each one, but that takes a lot of time, a lot of work. Excuse me. This is nice though. I like this tea. This is good. I haven't had it in a little while. I think it's got me really mellow right now. I had kind of like a little peaky energy surge there, like Steep 2, where I was a little slightly shung manic, but this is nice now. I mean, it was nice before, but it's really chill. I got a little more tea here for you if you want, Lemo. And you can put this boba tea wherever you got to put it. Make some for the kids tonight. Chinese New Year boba tea.
Just make it for myself.
Or just for yourself. We're gonna watch a Chinese movie for the kids tonight.
Oh yeah.
We're gonna watch Bao.
Sure.
We should watch Bao.
Yeah.
On Disney Plus.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, who's watching Book of Boba Fett? I haven't had a live stream since we were talking about it. If you want me to spoil everything for you, let me know, or don't. Book of Boba Fett drops tonight at midnight. Some friends and I set up a group watch on Disney Plus, and then we hop into a voice call. We all sit there and talk about how horrible the whole season is. It's crazy. Let's see. What do we got here?
Oh, interesting. That's how Baba looks like.
Oh yeah, that's how they've got it set up there. Are you Kawanix, you talking about like tea tables? Yeah, that's we've got a fairly decent one that I designed. Do I have one around here? Got a fairly decent one that I designed that we had made for us out of bamboo and then black lacquered.
We still have it.
We still have a bunch of them in stock. It's a pretty decent price. I made it like just the size of like a large laptop, and it's kind of like wide format. And the idea was that it could actually fit into like fit into a backpack for people who are taking it to go. That's currently all we have right now. We don't have anything like bigger or larger. It's I get a little weirded out. I don't know. They just cut down way too many trees in China intentionally to make tea tables, and so I get a little. If we can have them made out of like sustainable bamboo, I'm more appreciate that. But it's just a weight thing. It's just so expensive to ship them out of China. And there's actually limits. There's only certain woods that can be shipped out legally because, like I said, they were just cutting down everything. They were cutting down every tree in China to make giant tea tables out of, and so they limited the export so that people wouldn't be tempted to cut them down so much. I've got some nice ones there, and I should man, if I get things worked out eventually here, throw a couple more irons on the fire, start making some nice little tea tables from selling them from the U.S. out of fun sourced wood and things would be kind of fun. Calvin X, you feel bad because you're a heathen who doesn't watch Star Wars. That's fine, man. It's all good. It's just there's so much good content out there right now, and it's just not for everybody. I mean, I literally grew up with it. You know, I was born in mid 70s. I remember like watching the first Star Wars like in a drive-in movie theater when I was just a kid. So a lot of good memories of that. Literally grew up with Star Wars. So Star Wars became like a really kind of fundamental part of my my youth. So I still love it, even if they absolutely destroy it. Bring me your cup of them with whatever they're doing.
I can use this one.
Oh, sure. But yeah, and they're certainly expanding the Star Wars universe, which is kind of fun, seeing more stuff like outside of like the Skywalker storyline. So it's kind of fun and exciting to see that. But Mandalorian is just an absolutely incredible show. But Book of Boba Fett is just dumb. It's just so dumb. I can't stand it. And it sucks because Boba Fett's my favorite character of all time. But they destroyed it. Son of Saturn played an order less than 24 hours for the sale. Just send me a message. I'll apply the discount posthumously. But yes, send me an email with your order number, Son of Saturn, and I'll refund the 10%. It's not a problem. Don't worry about it. We aim to please. That's always what it is. You know, it's not just like Murphy's Law for everything. Like, I'm going to finally put an order together. And then like 5 minutes later, there's a sale. So don't worry. I know that happens. So I just, it's all good, man. We'll take care of you. Whew. This tea's nice and mellow right now, Lemon.
I like it.
It's really nice. Hadn't drank Lowrider in a long time. Like I said, we've got tons of Lowrider in the Seattle inventory. Been having trouble stocking stuff in the Seattle inventory, so it's been kind of hard getting new stuff in there. But not a lot of people have been buying Lowrider from the Seattle inventory, so we have plenty to go around. This is nice. Well, guys, I'm probably gonna have to shut things down here. Kids probably need to be fed. Kids need to watch their Chinese New Year movie, and the kids need to go to bed because they're gotta wake them up early to go to school tomorrow morning. Chinese New Year sale still going on for a whole nother day, and yeah, 10% off with the code CNY 2022. A lot of Lowrider in the Seattle inventory if you want something delivered quickly. If you would like a gorgeous I Ching teapot, this little pumpkin pear styled one is $100 on the site, but 10% off with the code. So $90 is not a bad deal, and could go to a nice good home. Probably good for show. Brewed Shung in it today, but I think this one would be a little bit more better suited for a show pour or maybe a black tea. Black tea would be nice with it. Son of Saturn, too kind. No, don't worry about it. Seriously, just let me know. It's not a problem at all. I'll take care of it like that. No worries. Just let me know. Let me know what your email me. Let me know what the order number is, and I'll get the discount going for you. Not a problem. It's just like one or two button clicks. Shopify makes everything so easy. Mouthfeel on this steep was crazy, Lemon. Super good. It's like one of those like steeps where it's just like you just keep tasting it.
Yeah, very long lingo.
Aftertaste in the throat's really nice too.
Okay. Which steep
Nice.
is this one?
I don't know, Lemon.
Yeah.
6, maybe 6. I haven't been going too many because it's a 200 ml pot. It's got like 14 grams of leaf in there, so it's just Gemma and I steeping it. And Gemma only had like 2, and she was done. So
yeah, I'm surprised
yeah.
how strong the 6 steep is.
That's tasty though, really tasty steep. Awesome. All right, guys, this was a ton of fun. Really appreciate everybody joining us. Happy Chinese New Year to everybody. Year of the Tiger. It's gonna be good stuff. Tiger's bringing good stuff, right, Lemo?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. We could all use a good year. So, all right. Anyways, thanks so much, guys. Really appreciate it. This was a lot of fun. Hope you guys have a good week, and thanks for joining us for tea. See you.